Claire's. No Claire's. No Claire's.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. This is episode 23. I am your grateful, your grateful host, T for the DMV, straight out of Prince George's County, and I'm here with my player partner, my brother from another mother, Mr. J. How you doing, man?
I'm good, just chilling, living the dream.
Bro, it's episode 23, man. We talking about
Episode
championships.
23.
It's only right.
Yeah, we're recording on the 23rd too.
Oh, that's fire.
We're recording on the 23rd episode. We're doing championships. There's something else. There's another 23rd thing.
What's half of 52? 30. It's
20. What?
26. 26. No.
What?
What's half of 52?
What's half of 52?
Hold on, man.
It's not 23 if you're thinking it's 23. Half of if you're thinking
it's 26. It's 26. All right. We got 3 more episodes till we halfway through the year. I was gonna say, bro, we've been cranking out episodes for half a year, but we close to it.
We have 5 months. We're in our 6 months. We're starting our 6th month.
And it's been
half
crazy.
A year.
Crazy ride. It's been a pleasure, my brother. And this episode was pretty dope, man. We had a pretty cool guest on. We had Alex Brown, a Muay Thai fighter.
That's my nigga.
Jalen's nigga.
He might be a firefighter one day.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think he passed the test.
Honestly, the possibilities.
Maybe I shouldn't be telling all his business.
Yeah, you gotta be quiet about that. The possibilities are pretty endless for this man, yo.
Yeah. What?
I don't mean no disrespect when I say this, right? He spoke very eloquently.
My man AB? Yeah.
Did not use one none of that stuff. Like, we sound terrible compared to him.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I was listening back on the episode. So shout out to him. Wish him the best with everything going on. Y'all gonna hear more from him later in the episode. But did I even say what this show is about?
Nah, what do you mean? What is it about?
Well, this show is where we use hip hop and R&B as a catalyst to discuss life.
There we go. I think you said that in the beginning. I don't know. I'm used to it now.
I'm not sure.
We got a new thing we're doing anyway.
All right, before we get into the episode, man, please.
Yes.
Like this episode. Subscribe to the podcast.
Yes.
Leave us a 5-star rating. Yes. Drop us a 5-star comment. Is comment the word?
A review.
Review?
Yeah. Oh my. Let me explain
my
it.
My mind went blank. No, stop. Shut up. I'm talking. Shut up. Leave us a 5-star review. All right. And if you leave us a 5-star review, all right, we will read your reviews on the episode next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah. Exactly that. That's what we're doing. Yeah. So rate a review. Leave them reviews on Apple Podcasts. Unfortunately, that's the only place you can really leave a review and leave a 5-star rating. So, go on there, do that for us. We gonna read the last comment, the last 5-star review we got now.
So shout out to T's Lyric.
Yeah, shout you out.
Who said, I love it. Co-hosts really allow the music to talk about things that they may not normally talk about otherwise. Funny, real, educational, got me to subscribe. So shout out to you.
Look at that.
Whoever you
are. Appreciate it.
All right, man. So let's get into the episode. Before we go any further, we have our Black Women Crush, and thank you, Black Mans, for the week.
Yeah.
Jay, speak on your Black Women Crush.
So my Black Woman Crush this week. Oh, what we forgot to do? We forgot to apologize for not dropping one last week.
I ain't apologizing for nothing. Keep moving.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was on vacation. Anyways.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Jay went on vacation and I just did not pick up the torch. So, you know what? You're right. I'm apologize to you, Jay. I'm
I
sorry for
appreciate it.
not picking up the torch
I
and
appreciate
continuing
it.
on.
But we did get 120 likes on our post that week. So thank you all
Post
for
was
that.
fire. Shout out to shout out to my wife. Shout out to Jada for even doing those pictures with us.
Yeah.
More power to you.
Shout out Sam for doing the edit. Anyways, my black woman crush this week is Naomi Osaka for one or two reasons why I'm making her my black woman crush this week. First, she beat Serena Williams again, 2 times. No controversy this time. I didn't watch the match. I just heard she won, but last time was controversial. This time, was it an ass whooping? I don't know, Tyler. I didn't
watched
watch
the
it.
match.
Was it a good match?
Serena came out strong. She won the first 2 sets. After that, she lost the next 6.
So Naomi went
Naomi
off.
came back in the next game and won 6-3.
I think it's a beautiful passing of the torch.
Serena is just she not moving like she used to. I'm not gonna say she getting up there.
Age is catching up to her. Age is catching up to her. That's what happens.
I mean, age can't really catch up. If you in the semifinals every year, bro, it's not like she losing first round. She gets to the semis.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Age is still catching up to her. She ain't making it to the champion. If she make it into the semifinal, if age is catching up to you, you make it to the semifinals. It's not that big of a deal.
It's not, bruh. There are girls way younger than Serena getting they butts kicked in the first round, so age can't be catching up to her.
No, what I'm saying is she was dominant
Finish
for so
your black
long.
woman crush.
Anyways,
you don't even watch tennis. You try and comment. Finish your black woman
anyways,
crush.
it's amazing. The woman beat Serena, okay, twice.
Now you
right?
talking
and she won. She won the Australia Open
because she beat another black woman. Is what you telling me?
She beat the GOAT.
Finish your statement.
The GOAT of women's tennis. Shoot, the GOAT of tennis. I don't know no niggas who do tennis.
But how that make it a GOAT? Because niggas don't play tennis.
Well, I'm saying she's the GOAT of even men's tennis because who the fuck is the men's tennis champion?
Djokovic. That nigga nasty.
Well, he sounds like a basketball player.
We in the league with Djokovic, Roger Federer, and Nadal is still playing. Them two are like the 3 greatest players ever.
Well, I don't know who they are. I do know who they are. I'm not gonna lie.
I know,
but still,
I know you do.
Serena's still the GOAT because she a black woman. Black women are great. Anyways, and also, you know what? I don't know which tournament it was, but Naomi Osaka was wearing the mask with the
U.S. Open, the last U.S. Open.
That was the U.S. Open. Yeah, did she win that?
We spoke on it. Yes, she did.
Yes, she won that. So good for her. She's my Woman Crush Wednesday. And she dates YBN Corday, a.k.a. Corday.
Is it a.k.a. Corday or is it just...
It's just Corday now. I think it's just Corday now. But my mouth started moving faster than I could think.
Are you done?
Yeah, go. Thank you, Naomi Osaka. Damn.
All right, man. First, I got some shout outs, man. Happy birthday.
Oh, shit. You know what?
How dare
happy
you?
birthday, my boy Kim. And happy birthday, my home girl, India.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Their birthdays just passed.
I'm going to just let you know you ain't shit.
Well, you have birthday shout outs every week. You have birthday shout outs every week.
Keep moving.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
We're going to talk after the show. We're gonna talk after the show. Because I know you, Nick. I know you. Anyway.
Whatever. She my best friend.
Whoa. I ain't even get no details. Now you trying to talk. Let me go.
They're my best friends. My other best friends. I had to shout them out. They both my best friends.
Anyway.
Cameron's my new best friend.
Look at this.
Shout out, Cam.
Shout out. I don't know, Cameron. You work with him?
Yeah, it's my new best friend.
Shout out to him.
He didn't replace you. He just in the group.
I never. All right. All right. First off, man, happy birthday to our social media person, Megan. Her birthday on the 26th. Thank you for helping us.
Yeah,
when you can.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we shout out to you. Shout out to Megan. Go follow her YouTube page, Megan Alexis. We asked her to be the social media person, and she went ahead and got her own YouTube page. But we appreciate you. We hope you're doing well. You know, I gotta hit you up. Matter of fact, hope you're doing well. I want to give another big birthday shout out to another strong, amazing Black woman, my Aunt Farrah Griffin, professor at Columbia University. She got a couple books out. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you. Oh, real quick, man. Honorable mention Black Women Crush, but you know, she was on the same she was part of the group that decided on Kendrick Lamar winning that Pulitzer Prize. She was on that group. I probably said it before, but
I think you did.
That's fire. That's
dope.
fire. Anyway, my thank you, Black man, is going out to my high school history teacher. I want to give a big shout out. Thank you, Black man, to Mr. Daryl Holloman, the second. I think you're the second. My bad, dog, if I'm wrong. But Daryl Holloman, he has a nonprofit organization called We Are All Educators. Their mission is to provide individuals with the proper professional tools, knowledge, mentorship, experience, and exposure to make informed decisions about their future careers. They help students with they provide professional development workshops, cover sheet, resume assistance, interview skills, networking, career mentorships, summer internships, youth employment, financial planning, college counseling, professional trade and application assistance. I mean, everything you would need to help, you know, high schoolers or, you know, students really finding their way in this world. Make me almost wish I was part of something like that back in the day. But I just want to give a shout out to him. He's also a DJ. He DJ'd my wedding. So, and did an amazing job. You know what I'm saying? Kept all the songs clean. Job. He did a real good job. So
I was gonna say, that nonprofit organization sounds dope as hell. It's like stuff you really do need to learn for life. Seriously. Like interview skills, that's important.
I'm supposed to go and talk to him. I gotta get my demo. I gotta get my presentation together. I'm gonna go talk to them soon. He also said he wants to be on the podcast. So we're gonna get him on here. We're gonna get him on here soon, man. I just want to say, Mr. Holloman, first off, thank you for being an amazing teacher. Probably one of the coolest teachers I had. You know what I'm saying? History was probably like one of my favorite subjects because of you. So I appreciate you. And the things that you continue to do is truly amazing. So shout out to you. Thank you, Black man. And now, can I get 30 seconds?
I just wanted to say, that's weird that your favorite subject was history because mine was Italian. I wanted to say it because I was like, oh yeah, my favorite. You made me think about my favorite subject in high school. So I'll give you 30 seconds.
You see, I ain't saying nothing, right?
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, y'all. It's National Engineers Week, so I just want to give a big shout out to all my engineers. And as a software engineer, I just want to let all of you guys know I am not IT, so don't ever ask me to plug in a printer. If the printer ain't working, you probably just need to turn it off and turn it back on again. That's all I got to say. But shout out to all my engineers, man. You keep doing your work. Keep putting the work in. Keep figuring stuff out, y'all. That's it. I'm done.
5 seconds to spare. Look at you. All right. Time for my dirty joke of the week. Can you insert sirens on the?
No, but I'm gonna give you that to-doom after the joke.
Oh, okay. I wanted sirens before I do the joke.
Shit.
This is okay. All right. Well, anyway, what does a deaf gynecologist do?
Feels around.
The nigga ain't blind. He's deaf.
All right, go ahead.
What does a deaf gynecologist do?
What?
He reads lips.
Did you say this already?
No. It's another gynecologist joke.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was a different gynecologist joke.
All right, man, that was a good one. I'm gonna roll with it.
It was another gynecologist joke. I swear. I don't know.
Jay, if I was meeting you today, I just want to say I'm sorry. I feel like I was very disruptive.
I was wrong. I'm scattered. Let's get into let's you know
Hey,
what? Let's get into the episode. We're interviewing Alex Brown.
yes.
See y'all in a minute.
Yeah, man. Y'all stay blessed. Man, we on fire with the guests lately, bro. We just having some amazing people come on the show and just
We just pushing through the guests. We got guest after guest.
Yeah, because apparently y'all niggas don't like when it's just Jay and I.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, we're the heart of the show.
With all disrespect.
I do declare.
Thou dost protest. You niggas are. Oh man. I'm gonna let Jay. I'm gonna let Jay introduce our guest.
All right, cool. Today we got with us my homeboy. When I was stuck in a white space with a bunch of people, this is another person in my life who came through the door, and I was like, "Thank you, Jesus." There's another one of us in the room. It's my man, Alex Brown, aka AB, the real AB. You already know. How you doing today, bro?
Doing good, man. Feeling good. Glad you guys invited me. Glad to be on.
The real AB. That's a dope.
Yeah.
That's a dope nickname right there.
A lot of imposters out there, man.
All right. Yo, we got like a real fighter with us, and it's only right when we speaking on championships like Meek Mill. It is only right.
Man's got a belt. You know what I'm saying?
A whole belt. Yep. I peeped the IG. I was like, oh snap. He would.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We trying to create something. We trying to do something here. You know, create a legacy. We're working. Small steps.
Yeah.
How long you been fighting?
So now I've been fighting Muay Thai now. This summer will be 5 years. Damn. And when I was younger, I used to do Taekwondo. You know, I caught the martial art bug and stuck with me. And I got rid of it, man. And I found Muay Thai. Now I'm loving this, man, to be honest. So work in progress, always trying to get better, improve, sharpen the skills. Yeah, man.
I know we here to talk music, but just I don't know the difference between none of that shit.
You know what? At the end of the day, it's all like punch the other guy in the face. But now, so Muay Thai is what they call the art of 8 limbs. It's pretty much, so if you take away the ground and pound in MMA, that's Muay Thai. So you can punch, you can kick, knee, you can elbow, you can sweep. I mean, like dump them to the ground, but afterwards they just stand back up. There's no ground and pound, but that's Muay Thai. It's just same thing as kickboxing, just with elbows added too. So it's a brutal. It definitely keeps you on. Have you ever seen that movie On Buck?
Yeah.
Okay, or The Protector with Tony Jaa, the martial art that he practices, that's what I do.
Okay, so it's all on your feet, hands, elbows, feet, knees,
kicks. Yep.
That's dope.
I see my homeboy kick a nigga so hard, I ran across the room. I was like, oh shit, this nigga went to kick someone, I ducked. I was like, oh shit.
Hey man, you know what I mean? You gotta come with it, man.
I saw the IG photo, man. He had that one leg kick, and I mean landed Cuz right in the jaw. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a good moment for me, man. That was a championship moment for me right there.
Is that when you got the belt?
Nah, that wasn't even for the belt, man. That was just like a regular fight, and I mean, you remember, it talked like that was my plan. Like, it was one of those, in the moment I saw the opening, and when you have those moments where it like a light bulb goes off, I was like, ooh. And I just opened it, I threw.
What was it, like only 30 seconds in the fight?
24, I believe.
24? Man knocked him out in 24 seconds, bro. 24 seconds with one kick. One kick to the jaw. Nigga was done. Nigga was like, he was out.
But now, he's cool people, man. I fought him again too. Like, last year, in the beginning of last year, before this whole COVID thing, went and put a pause on everyone's life. And it was definitely like, that fight. It went to 5 rounds, man. Like he definitely improved a lot. Like came with it, definitely made him, a challenge. But yeah, man.
That's what's up, man. That's like, yeah. So how has COVID affected being able to fight and all that stuff when training and everything?
For sure. So if you're thinking about like the whole fight game as a whole, right? It is tough. Like if anybody's been following, like the UFC has done a good job in kind of like paving the way and letting people know like that they were going to find a way. They're going to figure it out, and they did it. Dana White did a good job. The whole Fight Island thing, especially when so many other sports were kind of like put on pause, he was just rolling. He had event after event. So I think it brought a lot of people into the fight world because there really wasn't much else to watch, right? So for the pros and stuff like that, obviously you still have to be precautious though. Now on the smaller level, like local gyms and stuff, like there were a lot of gyms that closed that, really couldn't like hold up during the whole lockdown thing. We, and obviously we maintained and like we followed all the regulations, all the stuff. And when we had to close, we closed. But like we try to do whatever we could to keep engaged with, the gym members and try to keep everyone engaged and want them to like retain their membership. So like what we would do is like every day it'd be one of like the senior students. Like my day was Friday. We would do a Facebook Live, and we go in the gym and like it'd just be me by myself, which is weird. Like when you're by yourself, talking to somebody, like, but running the workout. So I'm doing the workout with them, sweating. Basically, I feel like Billy Blanks, like
double time.
Double time. I'm trying to keep a hype, and then like I couldn't even play music loud because Facebook has that whole regulation thing, like, and we figured that out the hard way. So in the beginning, we're playing music in the background. Then when we go to the Facebook Live thing, we're like, why is there no sound? Because like we don't have like whatever music was playing. So then they blur it, like they mute it. So I'm like,
wow, that's crazy.
Little stuff like that. We just had to keep everyone engaged. So we were doing that for a while. Then we opened back up. There was like making sure everyone was wearing masks, and then like we always used to wipe down the bags and the equipment and stuff. But now you have to be even more diligent about wiping everything down, spraying everything, and disinfecting everything after each use. So, I mean, my gym was able to weather the storm for the most part, which we're real proud of. Like when things got real choppy, we did fundraising and stuff like that to try to stay open. You know what I mean? But we had our moments. So I remember my owner was saying, there was a moment where he wasn't sure, but we were able to.
Dang. Hey, I hope y'all, continue to stay open, man. Keep grinding.
It just says a lot because with everything closing and stuff, all these gyms, all these stores, all these movie theaters, the fact that y'all was able to stay open, that's dope.
Yeah, man. There's definitely a few places we seen closed. I was like, dang, man. It's like I remember them being open for years and always doing well, and then this thing, no matter of months, boom, they're gone. So I am grateful that we managed to stay open. You know what I mean?
For sure. Shout out to them. What's the name of the gym?
So I go to Hard Knocks Muay Thai. It's in Hyde Park. Shout out to Hard Knocks. It is 63 Sprague Street. So if you're ever thinking about it, if you're trying to get a workout, and that's another thing too, like we're open to everybody. If you're not some hard-nosed, person trying to get, be a fighter, it's perfectly fine. If you're just trying to come in and get a workout, you come in and do that. If you're just trying to learn the art of your own personal, self-defense reason, you're definitely coming to do that. Or if you are interested in fighting, you're trying to do that, most definitely come through. You know what I mean? So check it out.
All right. Shout out to them, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Hyde Park. Cammy out there. Oh, she used to. Where she live?
She lives in Hyde Park, Tyler. It's just on the border of Mattapan. It's just weird. They changed the borders.
All right.
It technically was Mattapan, now it's Hyde Park. It's the whole thing.
I'm right. Bet. That's all.
Yeah, you're both. But
hey, look, I live in Maryland. I don't really. I'm just trying to shout niggas out.
Appreciate the shout out though.
I remember when I was in high school, my football coach used to bring in the local Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym to help us work out in the winter, and we used to be like, man, what? Y'all teaching us how to throw kicks and punches. We can't use this in the game.
Dog.
What's this supposed to do to help us? They was like, it's good conditioning. Like, nigga, what? I want to go home.
Cross training. You're cross use. See, he was seeing ahead of time. He was ahead of his time.
Bro, when I was in high school, I wrestled my sophomore year, and I think a jiu-jitsu dude came in, and I was wrestling with him for like 5 minutes, and like every time he make a move, it's like I didn't see him. I just next thing you know, I'm on my back. I just look up. We like face each other. We moving in a circle. Next thing you know, he go in. I try to sprawl or something, and next thing you know, it's just like whoop whoop on my back, dog. I be like, bro, I ain't even like feel him. Bro, I was just on the ground, fam. It's impressive when you know like what to do to somebody else, like to another person's body. Like it's just crazy how detailed that is, man. But so go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say with all this mixed martial arts stuff, you can't get a fight with someone in the street unless you look at their ears first. They got that cauliflower ear, you know not to mess with them.
Big delta, yeah. You see that? Just back away.
You see that? Yeah, I was about to say, you see that area? It's like, oh, never mind. You are, even if you in the wrong, you in the right, my brother. No worries, no worries.
That's real. That's real.
Cause that's repetition.
Yeah,
you don't just get that one time. You gotta be getting smacked right there, like.
Yo, you know what? I haven't done it, but jiu-jitsu, like again, wrestlers and jiu-jitsu practitioners, man, they go hard. Like it's a whole nother different type of cardio. Like they'll, as they say, the roll basically, do their thing for like an hour straight, like no breaks, except for when they're like partners, man. That joint's real. I don't do all the ground and pound stuff. Like I'm straight hands, feet, kicks, knees. I don't do nothing on the ground. I don't know if I ever try it out, but as of right now, I'm like, you get me to the ground and you might have yourself. You might have my number.
Yeah. Hey man, so what's on your pre-fight playlist?
Oh man, so like when I'm playing, man, like, and not just because we doing a podcast, but I definitely got Meek Mill on there because he comes with a different type of energy. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my goodness,
everyone knows the classic, the intro, man.
Yeah.
The classic intro, which, like, I feel like since then, like on a couple of his albums, he's tried to like, recreate it a little bit, and maybe he even knows. I think even individual rappers, like, they have that one song that they know they're not going to top.
Yeah.
Like, hands out. And for him, it was that Dreams and Nightmares for sure. And
that song right there. I got family in Philly, and so I was at a wedding in Philly one time. I mean, middle of the wedding, they playing some nice, lovely music. And next thing you know, bro, I used to pray for time like this. And everybody, your great grandmama, your grandfather,
the Bible in his hand,
passing. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
I never forget our homeboy Elijah when he first got home to Philly. He put out his story that his whole household was singing that song from grandma. Yeah, on Thanksgiving, from grandma and granddad down to the youngest baby. It's like a Negro spiritual.
It definitely turned like, bro. If that was the new Black national anthem, I wouldn't be upset.
I would not be mad. It gets you hyped, man. It really does.
It sure does. That's why I knew the Patriots gonna lose that Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
When the Eagles came out to that, I was like, shit, we done.
Damn right.
We done. We ain't got no theme song like that.
Now, because of Tom Brady, in the Super Bowl, I feel like there's always a chance, but I'm with you on that. I had a feeling. I'm like, this is just different.
Yeah. That was the only Super Bowl where I was like, I don't think we got this.
I was like, I don't know about this. And then when they won at the end, they were playing it. I was like, yeah, it's
as an Eagles fan, that was beautiful when we came out to that, man. The timing was so perfect, right? Meek was like, I think he was close to getting out at that time, right? I know he was still in prison during that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for us to just be like, bruh, we ran out the tunnel. Them niggas ran to the other side of the field, just start jumping and rapping that shit. Like, we did not care what was going on when the song came on. It was like,
that song gets you hyped when you in the club and the bouncers and shit start to surround you when the song about to come on, and they're like, hold up, not in here, not today.
You gotta be preemptive, man.
fucking grabbing people in the air. No, you're not praying for any time.
Praying for nothing.
Certain songs can definitely lead people. I think like because music definitely motivates you. It can cause you to like feel certain things. And I feel like certain songs will definitely cause certain people to be real destructive if you don't you tone them down. And that's one of them songs. Because we all feel it, but there's always that one person when you catch them at the corner of your eye, you're like, you a little bit too hyped. I got to keep my eye on you.
Yeah,
you it's all a little bit too much. Like this one's home, like too close to home. And I feel like any minute now you're just gonna bust out and just like pop onto everybody, bust them out.
You never trust the nigga who takes off his shirt in the club when the song come on.
Oh,
that's the nigga you gotta look out for. That nigga ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Like, hold on, wait a minute. He starts there. Just move.
I can't stand these take off my shirt ass niggas, man. That's a real issue for me, fam.
I've never really witnessed that in the club. I've seen the ladies take off their shoes, which I'm like, all right. I mean,
I don't think
I've ever witnessed a dude really take off his shirt in the club. I don't know how I would actually react.
Now I'm thinking about it, I never seen it, but you know, if someone does do it, you know, not to trust them. You keep your eye on them.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing to lose.
Hey, the women are taking off the shoes. I've never seen niggas take off their shoes in the club. You know, that nigga Hurricane Chris might have lied to niggas.
Yeah, I never seen no one take off their shoes in the club.
It's so hot in the club, I ain't even got no shoes on.
I don't know about that. Yeah, that's a lot.
Nigga Hurricane Chris.
I can only imagine. That's the floor so nasty. Your socks would be all wet.
Yo, that would be absurd.
Ain't nobody walking around with wet socks.
Niggas just sliding. All right, man. So, yeah, Meek is definitely, his intros are pretty much like he's always been trying to live up to that. Even though I also like the Lord Knows, when he did Lord Knows on the second album. That joint was that's a close.
When they did the remix for Creed, Lord, it gives me chills.
I got hate.
Even though that scene for Creed, you look back at it now, it's a little corny.
But at the time when we were watching it, it was like it was something too. Like it was
like Rocky crazy. Had the stairs. When he got to the top of the stairs, it made sense why he was doing the punching thing. But this nigga just ran from one end to the street to the other end, and then was in the middle of the street jamming.
But that was some Philly shit though with the motorcycles, with the motorbikes and stuff. Like having all them niggas just surround them. It could have looked better.
It could look better.
Maybe.
It was
fun. Go back and watch.
In the moment, I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. That's right. You gonna get him, baby Creed.
You see, a lot of the movies are setting you up for that moment. So in that moment, it was. Now, standalone is not the best. Like by itself is like, but like you start, at the beginning of the movie, you get to that point, you be feeling it. I was feeling it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Do you have that moment like when training, like a couple of days close to the fight?
So I'll be on like there's times when like especially if you have a fight coming up, again, a certain song will come on, like maybe you like warmed up, you starting to feel good, you hitting the bag, that song come on, and you literally start picturing yourself like you like recreate or you create that moment in your head and you start picturing it and you start feeling yourself. And again, somebody might catch you going a little bit too hard. Like, you good?
Yeah.
Like, you're caught up in the moment for sure.
You be seeing through your eyes like it's an anime and you fucking some nigga up. It's real quick.
Absolutely, man. I be picturing, the shit I be picturing in my head, it's not even humanly possible. So I'm like, all right, I got some crazy ass shit. I know damn well I ain't gonna do in the fight. I'm like, all right, let's be
real. My man be like, I'm about to turn Super Saiyan, turn nigga Saiyan real quick. About it.
Nigga
Saiyan. Like, what does that look like?
I don't.
That's what I was thinking the same.
You go from not having a fro to having a fro, and maybe
clean cut. You got to get like the shape up. The lineup is just straight.
It's super straight. Super straight.
A full
it's the
beard.
crispiest lineups you ever got in your life. Your hair don't turn blonde, it turn blacker.
A full beard. No
Full
gay,
beard
no
just
spots.
mysteriously just converse from your face.
Now, do Timbs magically appear on your feet, or what is it, Black Air Forces?
Oh, it depends. It depends what level. You go Super Saiyan 2, it goes from the Timbs to the Black Forces, because you know what?
The Black Forces is definitely 2. The Black
Yes.
Forces definitely level.
Black Forces definitely 2.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God. But to get back to the intros, my favorite intro is Dream Chasers 2, the Dream Chasers 2 intro.
Well, was that the one where he
I'm
just
so
got beat up?
listening. No, that's the one
On the cover?
Nah, that's Dream Chasers 4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm talking about when he got the Mike Tyson. I'm gonna eat your kids. Praise thee to Allah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
know
oh
which one you're
shit.
talking about. He got Amen on that mixtape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Meek's.
He got so much, like he got a lot of music, bro.
He does.
He sure do.
He really like cranked out a lot more than the rappers that's in that upper echelon. Because he is in that category. He definitely with the Cole, Kendrick, Wale.
He's in that class. He's
Big
like
Sean's.
he's in that class at that top 10. He's in that top 10 from that class.
Where do you put him though?
Where do I put him? I put him. What was my list again? In no particular order. I just know Big Sean's 4. No, Wale's 4. Big Sean's 5. I'm gonna say Meek 6.
Over you. Put him over now. Because I'm a Meek fan. But
Yeah.
put him?
I'm putting Wale and Big Sean over Meek.
Big Sean, I see as a rapper. Well, you know, I can't say that. Wale is there. I don't know. Something about Wale just don't be cooking for me, man. I absolutely like acknowledge and understand the skills this man has. But something just don't be clicking a lot of times. I don't know. Like after Ambition, like I was feeling Ambition. I remember I was in Virginia, like that whole DMV area, they was playing that shit like crazy, and I was feeling. I'm like, all right, I was kind of getting sucked into the culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, a lot of people feel that way about Wale, man. He's really like either you really love him or you don't have no like feelings. Now that's
right.
It's about to be in, but I mean, so Jay, you said you pretty much got Kendrick Cole. Who's
Kendrick Cole and Drake. They the
Drake.
big 3. I consider them the big 3. So the rest of them are competing for 4, 5, and 6.
So you got Big Sean, Wale, and Meek.
So Wale, Big Sean, Meek. That's how it goes. 4, 5, 6.
All right. So
even though I'm a bigger Big Sean fan than I am a Wale fan, and I'm a bigger Meek fan than I am a Wale fan, but I just recognize the level. I put them.
It's interesting. I'm gonna go with. I mean, of course, I agree with your 3. Kendrick Cole. Or do I want Cole at 1? No, Kendrick Cole.
I don't have them in a particular
Drake.
order in the big 3. They just go interchange with me all the time between the big number 1.
I'm gonna go Big Crit at 4. Wale 5. Sean and Meek. I got Meek at 7. I don't know who the 8, 9, and 10 is, but like Meek. All right, so here's the thing with me and I don't know. Like for a long time, the nigga was just yelling at me. Like for a minute, I just couldn't like I'm an album dude. Like I just listen to a whole project, and for a minute it's just like, bro, I just can't hear my man's for a whole 10, 12 songs. But I give him some credit, because especially with like wins and losses and with championships, you could see him kind of really changing up, using his voice more, like different levels.
Yeah.
So I give him credit for that. But I'll go ahead and talk championships. The album, I think Championships could have been better than what it was. I think it was good, but I think he had too many songs on it.
Yeah, he had a bunch of throwaway songs.
What'd you say, Alex?
You felt like there was too many songs on it?
It's not that it was too many songs. Some of the songs was throwaways though. Like if you got 17, just give me like I think Tic Tac Toe to me could have. You could have took that one out.
That's like the one I feel you on that. Well, that's like the one track I really was like. That's one like. But
I think Tic Tac Toe and Uptown Vibes could just get the fuck out the.
No, hold on,
room,
man.
bro.
Here's the problem with Uptown Vibes. Take that Spanish speaking nigga off the song, because like
don't you disrespect Anuel?
I got nothing against. I don't know what he's saying. You know what? That's the problem because I can't even. I wouldn't even try to translate. I don't know what he's saying, but I'm gonna say this: Fab's verse was way too hard for anybody to go next.
Yeah,
that's really what I'm saying.
They should have put him first.
Fab came in like Uptown nigga, and with that, like the beat, everything just matched with what he was doing, and it was like you could have just ended right there.
Yeah, but that's what you gotta save him for last. Like that's usually in rap, like that's what it like usually used to be, right? Like the best verse used to go dead last for that same reason. Because if you put it first, and like the rest of the song, you're like, eh.
But we don't know what Homeboy was saying. I mean, AB, you have a better chance knowing what he's saying than us, but
you can't put me on the spot like that. You know, when it comes to my standards, it's definitely a little more. I gotta be real focused, like real focused on what's going on. And I ain't gonna lie. I don't be that focused when that verse come on. I pick up like it's like suspect. You know, I can admit that. But you know what it is? I think that so like what you were saying, Meek before was very heavy battle rapper, and that's what you were hearing before, right? I think what he's trying to do now is become more of like a overall well-rounded artist, and then also like we don't be thinking about it too, but from like another standpoint, they got to try to appeal to like they got fans all over the world. So like that little bit right there, like putting him on there was like I think like catering to the Spanish audience.
You know, I mean, just business wise,
they put him on.
Business wise, you know what he
well on. Huh?
AB. Look, I just called the man AB. Alex. All right, my bad. Before we get deeper, like who you got in your top 5, or where's Meek in that on that list?
So I was gonna say I don't know if I even got anybody past 5, and like he's in there for me. It's like you got Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, Big Sean for sure, and then I put Meek because I mean I'm going based off of who I actually like listen to myself personally.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and also I'm like I think you could say I'm like real fickle or like real like picky. Like there's few artists that like I listen to their whole track, like the whole album, like start to finish, and be feeling the whole album. Like J. Cole's probably one of the first rappers where I was like, oh, this guy, like he got me like start to finish. Where I was listening to the whole thing. Meek actually same thing. When he came out with Dreams and Nightmares, that was another one where I was like start to finish, like pretty much feeling it. And then a lot of other times with artists, man, it's like sometimes a song got to grow on me too. Like sometimes, like an album will be like 2-3 years old, and then that one track come on, I'm like, why didn't I listen to this before? Like, like this shit bump.
That's what happened. That's what happening to me with Meek. Like, his albums don't really hit me when they drop, but I'll go back in like a year or two. I listen to it again. Like, yo, I don't know what I was thinking like before. You know what I'm saying? I got a question to y'all, man. I was listening to I got the What's Free. When I got the What's Free in this project, can someone explain to me why Mona Lisa ain't nothing but a bitch?
Who said that?
Rick Ross. Rick Ross said Mona Lisa to me nothing but a bitch.
His verse kind of, I feel like, missed the mark on like the point of
very much missed the mark.
Yeah.
I'm like, the song is like, because I mean, Meek is talking, he's like going with the theme of the song, Jay-Z's going with the theme of the song, and then Ross kind of just
yeah, you know,
he went first for a reason.
I'm gonna try to philosophize why
speak on
Mona
it,
Lisa ain't nothing but a bitch, or shall we say itch.
Sorry, Ma. I've been cussing all episode.
See, Mona Lisa is the white woman.
Speak on it.
White woman And the white woman is the devil.
That's right,
When
brother.
they say the white woman is the devil. Mona Lisa ain't nothing but a bitch. The devil ain't nothing but a bitch, my brother. The devil ain't nothing but a bitch, and Mona Lisa is a white devil, so she a double bitch.
Okay, I think I got another definition. It's not as crazy.
We're gonna have to hear something.
We need some logical explanations. I just think to me, like, his whole verse is just about being a hood nigga.
Yeah.
So it's like, bruh, what is a painting gonna tell me, my nigga? This ain't nothing but a white woman on a painting. This ain't got nothing to do with me.
That whole verse had nothing to do with nothing. I was really trying. I was reaching.
Yeah.
Rick Ross is famous for that though. He just gives you just smooth bars, just some play shit. You don't really know what's happening, but you feel it a little bit. You kind of confused when it's done, but you were like, it ain't sound bad.
So let's get into what's free. I wanted to talk about trauma first, but let's talk about what's free.
All right.
Specifically Jay-Z's verse. Man goes in.
It?
I don't have no questions, to be honest with you.
This verse is what people were talking about. That. I feel like you got real.
Yeah,
that's the verse that, like, when everyone was talking about championships at the time, they was like, damn. It's like they were saying like Jay-Z basically was speaking Meek's mind of everything he went through, but you just going through his own voice. Like, it was like everything that like Meek wanted to explain on this album, Jay-Z did it for him.
Mm-hmm.
You right about that. I think we gotta you gotta speak on that verse just because it's like the system that we in really was not built for us to really have freedom, or we really don't know what freedom feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's like independence, and then there's like actually being able to really just do what you want.
Yeah.
Is that okay? I don't know. Like, I'm independent right now. I could make moves. I could go pay bills on my own, but like, I still owe niggas money.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, niggas got mortgage, niggas got student loans, niggas, we still on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is free just financial freedom?
Yeah.
Or what is? What do you think? What do you feel like freedom is in at least in this country?
I think he's alluding to something bigger than just financial freedom, and I think that's the point he's made. Like, because you hearing the chorus, he's saying, what was he saying? Like, free is when you ain't being controlled by what you see on the TV, something like that, right? Essentially,
Yeah.
So I think keeping that, he's talking about like free of like mind and your conscience, that you see what's going on. You're not being bamboozled by what's just being put in front of your face. Like, you know what's up. Like, it's deep in that. You're not just easily swayed and easily like manipulated. I think he's like you're free of mind. Like, you know what's up. Like, you make your choices based off what you want. Like,
yeah.
Because of what they told you, or what somebody told you, or what's being told and projected.
Yeah. Were you about to say something, Jay?
Yeah, I think also it's talking about when he says freedom of mind, it's like when they put stuff on TV of like what Black people are doing, like Love and Hip Hop, like even though that trash is on, stuff like that's on TV that makes Black people look horrible, you got to be better than that and know that's just a strategy that they're using to teach us a way that we're supposed to be, or like make people think that's how Black people really act. And
bro,
freedom of mind to get out, to be above that, to be like, yeah, be aware, yeah, that's not how we act. That's just them trying to manipulate us to act a certain way, or just see images of Black people fighting on TV and this and that.
I mean, who you think watching that though? Ain't we the ones that watching shows like that? I don't think white people watch Love and Hip Hop, fam.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This image, they put in images of us, like it's like a subconscious thing where like they're putting images of us fighting each other and being ignorant on TV. It's to subconsciously like manipulate us to continue doing them acts because we watch that shit and then we laugh at it and think it's funny. So when it happens in real life, we don't think anything of it, little by little.
That's interesting. I don't know.
What?
I see Love and Hip Hop. I see shows like that, and it's like, all right, if somebody real life did that in real life, I'm out.
I mean, but there's a lot of dumb people in the world. We got 40-year-old women putting fucking gorilla glue in their hair to keep it down.
Yo, that shit is so crazy.
So like shit like that on TV, the weak-minded, and that's what I think he's saying to also be free about is to be free of mind, like Alex was saying, to be free of mind and be aware that like they're showing this shit on TV, but to be smart enough to know that this isn't okay because there is a lot of people in the world who are dumb and would be like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to treat a situation. That's how you're supposed to act in a situation. And it's not our fault. People who are smart, it's just there's a lot of dumb people in the world. And I think another way of freedom is to say that like you gotta be free of mind and get out of that. What you see on TV is how you do things.
The social media aspect is real just because people post something every day, and it's like, nowadays you really gotta be like, all right, before I repost, it's so easy to say something on your story, but it's like before you do anything, it's like, let me go ahead and double check and read up on this mess before I join, and then I look stupid because I ain't do no, I ain't later on something else come out, I ain't do the research, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, damn, I feel you. That's hard.
It talks about he has a lot of meanings when it comes to freedom and but more than just financial freedom. What's being free to you?
Me?
I was asking you, Tyler. I was asking you because you already asked us.
Well, you gotta say a name next time you ask a goddamn.
Well, you already phrased the question to both of us, so I'm phrasing the question back to you.
You stared at the camera like
I was staring at you.
What's free?
We both gonna think you talking to us.
I know. I just realized that. This damn Zoom shit, man.
It was funny because before you got on, we were talking about like CP time. It's just like nobody gonna rush me. You know what I'm saying? Like I think freedom really is like not letting nobody rush your like rush the way you want to move. You're not gonna let nobody force you to do anything that's not in your character. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times you'll see a lot of people doing things that you would believe is out of somebody's character for some money, or you'll see some doing people out here, stunting on the ground just because it's social media, and it's like we just can't let outside influences sway what's going on in your mind, sway what's going on within you. I think that's the one that's freedom, mind, mind, soul, and body. Yeah, man. And then just being able to do stuff without like seeing other people succeed without being like a hating ass nigga. I think that's another form of freedom. You know what I'm saying? I think Jay-Z alludes to that a lot in that verse. Like, yo, I'm not gonna try to quote that man word for word, but he's just like y'all pretty much like, I'm out here doing my thing, man. Don't hate on me. You could join the team. We could work together. But if you're gonna hate, you go ahead and Meek alludes to that a lot in the album in general. Like people just trying to feed off of him when it's like you need to go get your own. You need to go do your thing instead of just trying to take what's mine. Like I got family to feed. I got a son. Like that's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is to me, bro. I appreciate you asking me.
Yeah, no problem, my brother. This. What was you gonna say?
You want to get into trauma?
Oh yeah, I want to talk about trauma. I want to talk about just like everything he talked about, like all the traumas that Black people face. Like, I was gonna ask Alex. I don't know if he's still here. He keeps
I'm
going
right.
in and out.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can hear him.
dang.
You can
Oh,
hear
you
him.
could. Oh, we can hear him. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You look up the
So,
lyrics. Don't mind. That's why I'm like, let me refresh my mind on like the lyrics. Hold on. I'm gonna step out for a minute, but y'all can still hear me, right?
Yeah, we can still hear
we
you.
can still hear you.
There was a line in here
I was
that
gonna put a picture of him on the video.
I was like, what is? Let's see if I can find it. But there was a line in here that really had me going like, okay, that was. I thought it was kind of deep, or like he was alluding to something bigger than himself here.
But with trauma, when he talking about while Alex is looking, with trauma, when he talking about just everything that like you see as a Black man, like growing up in the city, well, him and his circumstances of like being about in that life and stuff. But like he talking about even trauma from before that, right? Just like trauma.
I mean, have you? It's been a while since I watched it, but have you seen that? You seen the documentary he had on Amazon?
Yeah.
Even before him like getting arrested, being put into the system, like the man just felt like he had to walk around with a gun. Like it was he had no other option because every time you look, somebody was getting killed in Philly.
Yeah.
So first is like trauma just based on his environment.
Yeah.
And then him getting arrested, which was pretty bogus in itself.
Yeah, they arrested him for no reason. Was he just walking down the street?
He literally just left the house.
Yeah.
I mean, the police came around the corner. He puts the gun down.
Yeah.
And then they bring him back into the crib. I mean, beating.
Yeah, they beat the hell out of him.
Destroyed the house looking for whatever. And then he goes to jail for what? It was something wild. It was like 2, 3.
I think it was a couple. I think it was like a couple. Like I think it was like 6 months.
The first something time like that. But the problem was it was like 10 years probation.
Yeah. So like it was like every little thing that extended his probation.
But 10 years probation don't even sound right in general.
Yeah, especially when you're young like that.
You telling me once a month for 10 years, once a month for 10 years, I gotta check in with a probation officer, take a piss test for 10 years. I honestly, and I'm not deep into the judicial system. I don't know that much about the judicial system, whatever. I've never heard of 10 years probation in my life.
It's crazy. And he had the same judge in every time he had a trial or anything, and it's like she was so biased. Like
it really
she thought
hurts that it was a Black woman. I gotta be honest with you. The Black women that dropped the ball on that one. It was just one. I ain't trying.
But she really thought she was trying to help the man when she was literally just a terror on his life. Like every little thing he did, she thought she was like trying to prevent him from. She thought she knew who he was just from seeing him a few times in his court appearances. Like she was like thought she was like doing the right thing by him, which is crazy.
And it's messed up because the judge is supposed to be like the most logical. Judges aren't allowed to put their feelings in these cases. Like you got to go strictly off of what happened. Like to do everything that happened to him, it really just felt like she was just any problem she had, it just putting it on him.
You think she really asked him to make a song with Jill Scott?
I know she did. Jill Scott.
You know she did. I know, but like, did you hear what she said? It was like something like, or Mary J. Blige, like you make a song with Nicki and about Nicki with Mary J. Blige or like and Jill Scott or something like that.
Her name. It was.
Yeah, I want him to say her name, and it's just like it got to the point where it was just like excessive. And like,
I could believe it.
I believe it because Nicki said the same thing.
I have no reason not to believe it because he's a Black man. Believe Black men.
Oh my God, you a clown.
Believe Black men.
You a clown.
Yeah, I think I found the verse that I was thinking about.
Speak on it, brother.
Speak on it.
It's like the beginning of the second verse, right? Where he's like, ain't no PTSDs, them drugs keep you at ease. they shot that boy 20 times when they could have told him just breathe. Could have put him in the cop car, but they let him just breathe. The ambulance, they coming, baby, just breathe. And if you hear the song at that point, after he says breathe, you hear like he does like the breathing.
Heartbeat.
Yeah. Like, and then he goes on to be like, this Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, and the 13th Amendment. They don't say we kings, they say we legally slaves if we go to the Bing. So I'm like, he's like, I know it sounds simple, like, oh yeah, it's fucked up. But when you really think about it, you're like, yo, people in the hood a lot of times really do go through a lot of traumatic stuff, and we don't even register it as trauma. We just like, oh, it's a bad thing. That's life. It's fucked up. We in the hood, but like, that is traumatic. Like, even if you ain't shot, just seeing that shit, even just hearing about it. Like, I remember for me, for example, like, and this is where like, it, like, when I heard that, and then thinking about my own life, right? It kind of hit home, because I'm like, I mean, I've never been in no crazy trouble, nothing like that. Never been shot at, thank God, right? But I do remember like the feeling of like if I was coming home late from school, or like moments where I'm coming home and, you know, I had to take public transportation, and like there are moments where I'm like, I'm not sure who's around me. I start looking at somebody and I feel like I'm worried about them. Like, to me, they look funny, and like it gets me worried. And like I remember like the angst I would feel, like the feeling of like, damn, I hope I just get to the next stop, or just wanting to get on my bus. Like the feeling of just getting inside my house and getting in the door and then feeling like, all right, I made it. And it's like, I don't even think about that, but like, it's not until now I'm like, yo, like I was like experiencing trauma right then and there, because this sounds legit. I'm to and from school, and I'm like, and again, it might have just been in my head, but from the stuff that I heard about what happens, and I know what happens, I hear about people getting shot and stabbed, you got me on edge, you know, going to school. So instead of thinking about whatever I got going on, I'm thinking about like, yo, this dude coming to me or something like that, or like, what's this dude like? This dude looking at me kind of funny, and like shit like that. You don't realize it's traumatizing, man. Like, you can't even just wake up and go to school. Like, you got to have a whole plan. You know what I mean? Like, I remember me and one of my boys, we were talking about this when we were still in high school. We were young, and we talked about how like, because you know we chill, we don't look for trouble, nothing like that. But we talked about like feeling like we had to develop this, like, I'm laughing at it now, but we have to develop like this, like a mean face, so like people want to fuck with you, like that. And we're dead serious, like, yo, you know, it's like you don't want to be mean mugging nobody, because you don't want to like set nobody off, but like, you felt like you just have to like in my mind, I was like, I can't look like a target. I can't be looking like the dude, like, oh, we gonna rob him or something like that. I gotta look like I'm somebody. So in my mind, I think I developed this face of like I'm serious. Like, I ain't no punk, but at the same time, you know, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like you come over all this shit, and mind you, I don't even know if that shit worked or not. But in my head, I'm doing something. I'm like protecting myself. But like I think about now, like this is the shit I'm thinking about going to and from, you know, where I need to get to, because of like all the stuff you hear and like these situations, like just like what he's talking about, like that imagery. Like, again, I never experienced it, but I hear other people talk about it. And then when they talk about where it happened, I'm like, yo, that's like 2 streets over. Or like I be around there, or I pass by doing the XYZ and shit like that. It gets in your head, man, and it is traumatizing. But in our community, we not used to like talking about, more like recent years, we've been talking about mental health and all that stuff. Like the last 2-3 years, it's been like a big thing. 4 years, we don't even talk about it like that. It's just like, yo, suck it up, keep going, or hey, that's like, dude, you know what I mean? So I thought this song, what he's talking about, he's really alluding to something that's real big in the Black community and like across the nation too. It's like, we're talking about neighborhoods in all cities throughout the entire country. Like, when we dealing with shit and people don't even properly deal with it. And like something else that when I got older made me realize too is like when I hear, you know, again, you know, we start working and all that kind of stuff, and you hear other people from other neighborhoods talk about when something bad happens to them, and I see how they react, and in my mind I'm like, y'all tripping off of that?
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
But then I put in perspective, like, yeah, they should be tripping off that, because that shouldn't be normal anyway, and for them it's not normal. So when one little thing happens, the whole town is talking about it. They're so worried. They're so like, oh my God. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, get over it. But like,
it's like, it's nothing. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But then it's like, really, when you really think about it, I'm like, nah, I'm the one who's messed up. Like, that is how it's supposed to react. Like, that shouldn't be normal. Right? Like, and that's how crazy it is. Like, this stuff is so normal to me. Like certain things, if it's not at a certain level, I'm not even tripping about it. I'm like, ah, yeah, somebody got robbed. They ain't got you. Oh, somebody like, oh, there was like, a scare that somebody had a gun. I don't even be tripping about that. I'm like, did somebody get shot? All right, then it's a good day. Like,
Exactly.
Like,
like when people be getting mortified when they see someone get hit, like, oh, you hit him? That's, oh my God. It's like, what? Someone got punched in the face. It's not that big of a deal. Like,
I'm like, that's regular. Like, okay, so what
yeah.
did he die? No. Okay, so we good. So he
Yeah, they're like, what? Like,
It's I think it's tough because a lot of us just say you say something like, ah man, charge it to the game, or it is what it is.
right.
And we that's just sad. That's the only way we would like try to, push it past us. But it's like, nah, that's an actual problem. We should treat it like one.
Yeah, like that's not good that someone got stabbed or robbed or punched in the mouth for no reason or because he looked at somebody the wrong way. Like that's
yeah.
it's like that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be so normal that you don't react to it. And for a lot of us, it really is so normal that if it's not like something serious, borderline, like someone almost dying, we almost not even thinking about it. Like it's just something to talk about. Maybe we might even find humor in it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up situation. Like, yo, you seen the way he fell? And it's like, dog, we shouldn't be laughing. He basically hit the ground. Like that's not funny, but it's like to us, it's too regular. Like you start finding the humor even in the fucked up shit. Like that's some definitely some PTSD, like post traumatic stress shit you're dealing with, and we don't even think.
Man. That world
You
star
said
shit
World
change,
Star?
That world star shit change the game with that, bro.
The fight compilations, bro.
Watching
We used to
people just
watch
get
fight
knocked out and
compilations.
laughing at it like it's cool. Like, nah, this kid just got knocked
This
out.
man is severely concussed, and we're just laughing at him.
Like he's bleeding out, his tooth is over there, and we laughing like this shit is.
We'd be like, he leaking. It's like a person should not be leaking. Like that's not a thing. Like someone should not be leaking from their body. There's stuff to hold that in.
And then it's the why to be over something stupid, like nothing that's even like meaningful. It could be some dumb stuff like, yeah, man, like you was talking shit. Like, all right, it's all talk.
Yeah, you was talking shit. Now we gotta get in a fight. That don't make no sense. Like, I understand it though. Like I've gotten in arguments where it's like, oh, now we gotta fight now. But like, you don't need to.
Yeah. Alex, you feel like, as somebody who you have no problem defending yourself, you feel like having that ability makes it easy for you to stay in control of like your emotions or not take it that far?
I absolutely think for sure. Now, in anything, there's always outliers. There's always people like, okay, there's always going to be those guys that learned how to fight. And then again, like they're bullied, they hard nosed, they want to try to punk like the guy who clearly doesn't have any fighting background at all, right?
Yeah.
For the most part, a lot of people in the fight community, they're real chill. Like they'll get into the situation and they'll walk away from it. Like, all right, yeah, whatever. Like unless you're really threatening them, they're not even going to forcing it. They'll just walk away. They don't even care. You could be talking shit and all that, but all right, yeah, whatever. And honestly, I do think that like I really do feel like having it makes me more calmer in situations. I'm able to look at even talking about my job. Like I work security at the hospital, and if anybody listening that's from Boston, if anybody's sincerely listening, let me tell you, BMC, Boston Medical Center, is known as that hospital, right? Where we deal with a lot of crazy people. Like, I don't want to call them crazy. We're dealing with people who are going through things and they come in and they're not always making the most rational decisions or acting.
They got nothing to lose.
They ain't got nothing to lose, so they be wilding out. A lot of times, like, and I'm not saying it to toot my own horn. Like, I don't be thinking about it. In my mind, I'm just chilling. I'm like, whatever. I'm just talking to a person. I'm not freaking out. I'm like, whatever. And a lot of times, like nurses are telling like, oh, we glad that you came because, you know how to de-escalate and all that kind of stuff. And I'm seeing like a lot of guys some of the guys I work with, they just like either into them or they don't know how to react or whatever cases. I'm like,
back in the day, man.
Back
in the day, man, there used to be some dudes you'd be like, fuck, I got you with me to handle this.
No, this shit about to go left.
Bruh,
right, shoot, I remember. My bad. You talked about de-escalation. I'm just curious. I know that's a big word around police, reforming police, de-escalation. I mean, both of y'all can speak on what is the process of de-escalating the situation.
So obviously, it always depends. It's like case by case because it depends on the person. But like the first thing I think you need to do is establish that like you are there. Like first of all, you can't automatically take a side. Like that's my thing. Like when I get back to a call, whatever the case is, I try to even like, sometimes when it's obvious, I try to let the person know, like almost give them that leeway. Like even if you're in the wrong, I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. Right.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Like first you have to like establish some sort of like human connection. Like, so oftentimes like people, at least the ones we're dealing with, right? People who are, there's a heavy population of drug addicts, right? It's not the only people we deal with, but there's a heavy population of drug addicts who we deal with. Sometimes they just want somebody to listen to them. So that's where it starts. But like, if you're talking policing, right, and you're talking about dealing with the average person, like, I think sometimes maybe they forget that you're there for the people you're dealing with. Like, that's what you're there for. You're not supposed to be working against them. You're there for them. So you got to let them know, like, I'm just coming into the situation and doing just that. I'm just coming in the middle, trying to keep the peace. I'm not trying to come at you or the other person. I don't know what happened, but first and foremost, I'm trying to keep everybody from, like, just stop anybody from hurting anybody or whatever the case is. And then also, I'm coming into the situation. I need to know what's going on. So I know you're upset. Try to keep them calm and just let them know, like, listen, I have to be here because it's my job, but I need to understand what's going on. So in order for you to do that, you might have to, you're gonna have to calm down a little bit. You don't have to stick correctly, but by you coming in with that type of attitude, just letting them know that you're trying to understand and not just assume, like that in itself, like helps people come down a lot. Because if you come in hot and they already mad, now you just set them off even more. Then you go up there and it's like, nah, you're supposed to bring them down. You're supposed to try to push down and shit, like not like, you know what I mean?
You come in calm. If they going up all big and loud, you come in calm. This gonna automatically calm them down, just from the sense of like, oh, this person's not up there with me, so let me get down to their level. Because if you go in, like you said, Alice, you go in hot and they already hot, you can't go back. You can't go back from being hot. It only go up from there.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that because I I've always heard people using that word, but nobody has ever really explained how that process is supposed to work to the public.
Yeah, you just gotta go in instead of being like, "Hey, what you doing?" You gotta hit them with the, "Hey, how you doing, man? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Everything okay?" Hit them with that. How you doing? You okay, man? What's wrong? You hit them with that instead of the fuck you doing? Blah blah blah. Blasey blasey. Give me your license registration.
Some people do that, like, and I'm sure, especially in law enforcement, like, people always make the arguments like this, and we know not every single officer is that. We get that. To me, like, when it comes to like the whole issue of like police reform, police brutality, and all the issues right now currently, surrounding policing and all that stuff, I think part of it is like them not like necessarily, like police departments not necessarily coming out like and very vocally and like openly saying like we don't stand for certain type of behavior, right, as police officers. That because like in no situation can you absolutely prevent any like there's always going to be bad people or bad seeds that get into any type of and whatever you're talking about, right? That's going to happen. But in like so many other things, right, we don't tolerate it. But with policing, it seems like too often it gets tolerated. Like you hear about the officer not being disciplined or he gets suspended, right? He or she gets suspended and then is either back on the force after a month or even while they're suspended, they're still like getting paid. So it's like, yo, even though you didn't say the things that he said, or you didn't do the things that individual did, you basically supported him, which lets you know that you don't give a fuck about me.
Yeah. It's really the lack of correction. That's really the lack of correction. Because it's like, all right, we get they're gonna make mistakes, but they should be corrected correctly. Like fire their ass, go to jail. Like it's that simple. But
there's just like no accountability.
That's the word I've been looking for. Thank you, Jay. In your gallon of water.
I'm thirsty,
I think it was the water that educated you. Look at you. I gotta start walking around with a gallon. That's the key.
Man, you gotta stay hydrated.
The key to greatness.
A gallon a day keep the doctor away, bro.
Is it a gallon?
Or
apple?
A gallon a day.
Fuck it.
Gallon a day, apple a day, all that.
They both
stuff.
healthy. They both healthy.
But
I'm gonna switch it up real. I'm gonna switch it up real quick. I
You gonna switch
appreciate
it
you
up?
fellas. I appreciate you fellas on that topic. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. This album officially, I believe, officially brought an end to the Drake Meek beef.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
I think so.
we got to give these two dudes credit for actually squashing it. This might be the first hip like actual beef that's been squashed.
I missed the day they squashed it. I went to the concert the day after.
Really.
Yeah, if I wasn't so goddamn cheap and just paid the extra $20 for each ticket the day before, I would have been able to go.
Stop being so frugal, man.
Yeah, man. I was like, damn, it's $40 more. Shit. It's
We can learn
worth
a lot
it.
from them too, man. We can learn a lot from them too.
I don't even know why they got in the beef in the first place.
Well, Meek was high. Meek was doing a lot of drugs at the time he started the beef on Twitter. He admits to this, but he made the claim that Drake wasn't writing his rhymes.
Right.
A man by the name of Quentin Miller.
That nigga got one leg.
Wrote his verse for Rico. He wrote the verse for Rico, and that went pretty viral. I mean, even me, I was like, this nigga Drake ain't writing.
But then you find out most rappers don't write their own shit.
A lot of stuff got exposed.
Yeah.
Meek been exposing stuff for a while now. Exposing these police. He exposing these entertainers. Ain't writing their rhymes.
I mean, and they nobody really lied about having ghostwriters. Like if you go on every song, they always have like written by, and it's like 6 people.
I mean, Kendrick low-key exposed it in To Pimp a Butterfly, but nobody really caught it. You know what I'm saying? This is what he say, like y'all niggas sharing rhymes like you got the bottom bunk in a 2-man cell. Yeah. And nobody really picked that one up.
Wow.
People, I'm telling you, that Kendrick's verses, you could go past you real quick. But I don't know. That was an interesting time. I don't know if y'all can remember. I don't know the time period, but if you could, how did y'all feel about that? Oh man, we was in college, right? 17.
College. It was that summer. It was like 2015.
No, because then that Drake came out with the diss track, the back-to-back and
back-to-back.
Yeah.
Back-to-back was oof.
Oh God. I don't know how
we had a good diss track, and that was definitely up there. Back-to-back.
I have
no idea how Meek came back from that.
I've never in my life heard a diss track as a club banger.
Yo, that was the thing right there, man. That's great. I know we're talking about Meek, but I'm sorry. That's why I had to give this man his just due. Because I was like, my man really got this one. Like, this wasn't just one you just listen to with the boys when you talking rap. Like, people who you talking about casual rap listeners are bumping this. Like, your grandma hip hop over here, like,
let me tell you, bro. Baby. Let me tell you. This I just was thinking about this the other day because my favorite anime just came back, Attack on Titan.
Yes, sir.
And there was a scene in the final season, this most recent season, when my man Eren was fighting the Warhammer Titan, and the Warhammer Titan was about to transform. Usually in anime, they always let the person transform. My man Eren was like, "Oh, you thought you was transformed? Pop!" Start fucking them up before they could transform. And literally, that's what came to my head. I was like, that's what Drake did to Meek Mill. He dropped the diss track and didn't even give this nigga the chance to respond, get that next level. Nah, hit him with back to back. Now the nigga's down. The nigga's down, and now he can't get up. And
has anybody ever heard the Meek response?
Yo, you know what's crazy? I did hear it, right? And I remember at first seeing there were a couple, like, I knew something was off. This dude like high or drunk or something, or he was sipping something while he was writing this, because I think if he was sober, it would have been a decent comeback. Because like some of the lines and okay, but then there was times you literally couldn't even understand what he was saying.
And then like it
It
sounded
was
like he
like
was like a
clips.
fish in a fish tape. Yeah, it was
It was a whole
weird.
bunch of like sound bites, and that's a great take, Alex. I just feel like we need a sober Meek comeback, but I know he in a better place. But I just wish like, hey, look, go ahead, bro.
He had to say he couldn't. He didn't say nothing.
I mean,
Nothing at all.
he
Like
just
that
tweeted
was
because
yeah.
Drake dropped charged up, and he was like, "That was all right. At least you did it yourself." And that was what
Uh,
he said. And then back to back came. He was like,
yeah.
"No."
Nah, you
Oh
don't
my
reply
God.
with the tweets.
See, that's the thing, is especially when you're a fan of somebody too, and that's the thing that sucks. Like again, being a fan of Meek, I was like, damn, I wanted him to come back better
He
than that.
said
I'll do it to
getting
the point.
bodied by a singing nigga.
Shout out to all the balls, bitch, wife and niggas.
Mm.
Yo, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Is
I had
that
to
a world tour or your
your
girls
girls
tour?
tour.
Mm.
he
I
came
know.
out of
Mm.
Oh, hey,
And he
look,
was with Nicki at the time too. And it,
we
mm.
we got to give Meek some credit for the comeback.
Yeah, him going back to jail really saved his career.
I hate to say that. I didn't want to
Him,
say that
that's so wrong.
him
because
going to jail for that stupid shit.
that's not
And
true
the
though.
fact that it was stupid, and everyone was like, that's stupid. He's going to jail for popping a wheelie. That's what made him. That's the real thing that made it. The fact that he went to jail for something so dumb for so long
That didn't save his
is,
career though, bro.
I think so.
Because he dropped wins and losses before he went to jail, and wins and losses was a pretty dope. That was a really good project. Like, it wasn't like him going to jail changed the trajectory of where he was going.
Yeah, I know, but that album,
The heat off of the whole Drake situation. It took a lot of heat off.
It did take.
but
Yeah.
it didn't sell as well because a lot of people was thinking Meek was corny.
Does the beef get squashed if he don't go to prison?
No.
I mean, that's a personal thing for them because I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have. I think Meek going to jail gave him a time to finally get sobered up and start thinking properly. Who knows how long it would have taken him to get sober if he didn't go to jail.
It's amazing. It's amazing what an apology can do, though. It's amazing just
Yeah.
two niggas being like, "Hey, bro, I messed up, dog."
Yeah.
Now with some of other Drake's beefs, that's not gonna happen.
The Pusha T
Drake,
one, I don't
Drake
think
and
he
Pusha
ever,
ain't. Nah, that's
I
a
don't
real
think he'll
problem.
ever forgive
I want to
Pusha.
break down the Drake and Pusha T beef to me because I don't fully understand. I'll be honest.
I have no clue neither.
All right, now and Pusha, I know it got bigger. I know they had some issues before Pusha's album. What was the name of Pusha's album? I forget it.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
It was
It's
dope
cocaine
though.
in the
It should have
title.
just been called Cocaine.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's cocaine in the title.
But I mean, Pusha in the last song of his album just brought back up the Quentin Miller and just just tired of these niggas like not speaking writing their raps and stuff. That and then he went on the Breakfast Club. Charlemagne, of course, was like, "Now you sure was this a punch?" And Pusha was straight up like, "Yes." Like he was like, "Yes."
I kind of respect the man for it. He kept it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he revealed the man's secret son.
Yeah,
That's some disrespectful shit.
But Drake came back. Drake came back with the Virginia Williams bar, which is the name of his wife, Virginia Williams. And when he said once he put my wife's name in it, he said Pusha was ready to go. He knew all along about the fact about his son. He knew about the whole rollout he was going to do with Adidas. And it was on and popping. It was on.
He took money out of Drake's pocket, bro.
Yeah. That was a serious issue. But dang, I wish it makes you wish Meek was able to go that route. Like, why couldn't Meek have brought...
You know what it is too? Like, because again, Meek is a battle rapper. So in my mind, I was like, he's about to chew this dude.
Yeah.
He's about to chew this dude up, man. Because he comes from that. Like, he's all for it. He comes from that battle rap, like, what's up? Like, you know, they be coming with the most grimy, disrespectful lines. Like, they'll come at your whole life. Your whole life.
I've never been more disappointed in my life.
I kind of wish they just like face to face. They was like, let's just set this up. Let's have a whole.
Why don't more rappers do that? To be honest, like, you know what?
It's not a money maker.
I know, but it's like, you want to have a beef. Let's just have a rap battle, sell tickets for it. Now it's a money maker.
Stream it. We need we need a streaming app for the.
They already have one.
They do. What's it called?
Doesn't the URL don't they have an app now?
And now it's on with the coffee, whatever that new network or thing is.
Oh, they moved it to a network. I thought they had their own app for it.
Them two should have went independent. I mean, they'd have been like, let's get this money together. I don't like you, but we can get paid.
Yeah,
let's just go face.
You know what? That would be dope, and a lot, because people, like, the whole URL thing is like, it has its own like legit like core following. If you started bringing in like big name mainstream rappers, because you know what, that is something I always wanted to see, like, because I feel like there's different, just like in everything, just like in sports, there's different like attributes and skills. I feel like with rappers, there's different like attributes and skills. Like, you got the people who can come off top and say some good stuff, right? Not everybody's like that. Some people like got to sit down and write, but then they come up with like amazing stuff, right? Some people is like I don't know, like, yeah, people got different skills. So I'd be wanting to see like, okay, like, how do you consider what's good rapping or what's not good?
Yeah.
So you got to.
The only thing I don't like about watching battle rap is the niggas in the crowd. Like, I'd be like, can you let them finish, bro? I know the bar was fire, but let them finish. Let them finish. They always gotta be like, hold up, and hold up. I said, hold up, and hold let in, and then they stay the bar over again because they had to say hold up so many times.
The energy, man. It's the energy.
How can I say, yo? Because the energy be right, yo.
They be saying the most reckless shit too. They be like, I killed your mother and your daughter. Like, damn. I heard what there was like, I get him, I throw him in a bag, put it on my shoulder, walk around, ho, nigga. I was like, oh my God. You gonna put his family in a bag? Walk around like Santa Claus? That's some dark shit.
Put the body under a tree.
Yeah.
Hey, that's wild. That's wild.
I heard one. He was like, "That's why your daughter ugly." The little girl was like 2.
That was the line too, right there. Like, that's it. There's no setup.
Yeah. I'm like, what in the world? This is crazy.
That's cold, bro. That's cold.
Cold-hearted.
Hey Jay, let me ask you something, man. Have you ever had the opportunity to squash a beef?
Nah, I hold grudges.
I'm petty.
Why do you hold grudges?
Nah,
bro?
I squashed the beef. We squashed the beef. I had a beef with you. And we squashed it.
Yeah, we did squash that. That was funny because when you hit me up, you said, my grandma told me to text you. I was like, cool. We good? You was like, yeah, we good. All right, nigga. I'm cool with it. As long as you cool, we cool. I don't know. We beefed we beefed many times. I remember that one time. Well, you wasn't mad at me per se. You was mad at me because of somebody else. But you came into the dorm room. You ain't say nothing. So when you left, I walked out the door. I said, "Hey Jay, my bad, dog." And you was like, "That's all I wanted to hear about this."
That's bad funny. You ever have to squash your beef, AB?
I was just thinking, like, I don't think I've really had like legit beef with people. Like beef is like, well, what do you consider beef for real? That's like, yo, I don't want nothing to do with you type thing, or like,
it's like, you're dead to me. I want nothing to do with you. Or it's just like, you know, when I see you, I'm throwing heads. I don't care. So I sight. There's levels to beef. There's a beef where it's like
there's levels to it. Yeah, like the two you said is probably like the top. And you got
Top
a
of
couple
it.
of them joints where it's like we was cool, and then it's like something happens. Just I don't talk to this nigga. We been in the same room. I'm not talking to this nigga. Like that's just where we took it.
I feel like I've had like misunderstandings with people. Yeah, we got mad at each other, we didn't talk to each other for a while, but it wasn't like I don't feel like this is beef per se. Like we coming at each other's neck. Shit, the biggest beef I've had is probably with my sister. That's it. Shit, that's the beef with her. That's about it. I had an older sister. I was that younger brother. I think right now, yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, eventually we squashed it multiple times. So that's like the only beef I ever really had.
Yo, my favorite type of beef is the beef when like the person don't know you're beefing with them, but you internally beefing with them.
Why is that your favorite?
Because when you think back at it, you be bad. It'd be bad funny.
He got
Be
this
like,
It'd be like, man, fuck that nigga, man. I don't like that nigga, man. He sucks, bro. And then the person comes over, hey, how you doing, man? They're super nice with you, but you don't want you can't stand their ass. It's like, damn, nigga, this nigga sucks, bro. Why does nigga keep coming around, man? I don't like this nigga. We beefing, man.
and you
That's
go,
what
you,
super.
I feel like that's what you have with coworkers, man. When you gotta suck it up and you trying to like save face and just be cordial and stuff, and inside just like how.
You're like, damn, man, I'm sick of this nigga, man. Oh, fuck, every time I'm here, man, we get in a fight. Every time you come here, we fighting somebody. Why?
oh man. I
Always
like
making
working at a
everyone
desk.
feel
I ain't
uncomfortable.
gotta worry about that.
Oh yeah, we got some people. Every time you work with them, man,
That's
it's a
funny.
fight.
That's funny, man. I can't do it. That's funny just because like I beef with Michael B. Jordan. I would just be ignorant and say I beef with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Morris Chestnut at the moment. Fuck him and his son.
Look,
Fuck
man,
him and his son.
Michael B. Jordan. That's my wife's crush. That's my wife's like.
Oh, okay.
That's my wife's crush. And the thing about it, he ain't had to do that Alexa commercial. We real trash for that one, bro.
Yo, that's a lot of dudes out there beefing with Michael B. Jordan right now.
He's real trash. But you know, shout out to him with Lori Harvey. You know what I'm saying? Someone who Meek shouted out. That was the first time I ever heard of. Did y'all know about Lori Harvey before?
I'm trying to think. I think I had heard the name, but I don't think I paid attention or
I
looked
knew
at.
exactly who Lori Harvey was. I was like, look, you right, me. You right.
Oh my goodness. I don't know where I was going with that. But shout out to that nigga, man.
Man, I feel you on that. Fuck Morris Chestnut till the day he die.
Morris Chestnut.
Yeah, my girl love Morris Chestnut.
Why more? That man had the game winning jump in like Mike.
So what?
That man is clutch.
My girl be like, Morris Chestnut, oh, he's such a handsome man. I'd be like, he old enough to be your father. She'd be like, so daddy. I'd be like, no, he ain't. No. Fuck Morris Chestnut.
So it's on site with Morris.
Yeah, fuck him and his son.
Why his son?
His child?
Yeah, Jada said he was fine too. Fuck them niggas.
How old is his son?
I don't know, old enough. He a grown ass man. He looked like one.
Dang, Morris Chestnut old then, bro.
Yeah,
he getting up there, yo. Damn, that mean we getting old. Fuck.
No agent.
I think once I hit 20, once I hit 30, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm just 30 from now on.
I'm gonna just go ahead and get a cane when I hit 30.
So, 30 is not even old like that. 30 is just that's it.
You just say that because you're the closest what?
Sure, man. Look, for what? Nah, listen, 30 is just a seasoned young person. All right, that's not even like.
I like that.
I like it.
I came up with that on the
young person.
I'm not old. I'm seasoned.
I'm a seasoned young person, man. I've been around the block. I just know what you're doing now. Now I know what's up.
I'm
So
a little bit
with some Lowrys.
I'm a little bit of Sazone. There's some garlic powder, some onion powder.
Yeah,
some
I'm a little
adobo.
bit of that gumbo, that Tony Sassery.
Yeah, Tony Sashes.
You know, I'm the good stuff. You know, the 20s is like you just salt and pepper. 30,
exactly.
you're moving up.
Yeah,
Right.
you
That's
that
deep.
lemon pepper.
Early 20s, you just salt and pepper, right? Mid to like late 20s, now you add in a little paprika. You know what I mean? And then you get to 30s and you add in that adobo. You know what I mean? Now
Yeah,
you like,
yo, hey bro.
I get it.
You changed
my mind on being 30 now.
Can somebody tell me what does paprika taste like?
Paprika?
I don't know what it tastes like.
It changes the game. Like if you put paprika in anything, it changes the game. But when I eat stuff, I'll be like, I don't really. It tastes good. The paprika, you know, it's in it because the food tastes good. But I don't know what the paprika tastes like.
I couldn't tell you.
It's like, oh, you put paprika in this. You just like, oh, this tastes good, and then they gotta tell you.
Paprika is one of them things where it's like, it tastes like paprika. Like, oh, what paprika? That's it. Like that's the taste. That's like, you know what you say something tastes like lemon. That's what paprika is.
Lemon sour though.
Yeah, so like it's like, oh man, that tastes like paprika. And it's like, what paprika tastes like? Paprika.
This is funny, man.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get into the quick hitters?
Yeah, let's get to the quick hitters.
All right.
Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm tired, man.
Alex, man, who's your favorite feature on the album?
My favorite feature, honestly, is the Jay-Z. Jay-Z on What's Free. He was getting deep.
Yeah. So it's actually tough because low key, all right, he got Roddy, Kodak, Future, Cardi, Rose, Jay, Jeremiah, PNB, Rock. Like this thing was filled with some.
You do got a lot of people.
I'm gonna tell you, Cardi B did go win.
She did.
Whatever happened to her? Where's LMA? What
LMA she been booed up.
That's what happened. So cupping season for her.
Wow. No, LMA got that song. Never mind. Love.
I think she better learn her lesson on that next album, not to talk at the end of every fucking song. Nobody gives a fuck about your British accent.
Hey, Mo, it sounds good to me. I hear it. I'm a fan.
She'll be like the song over Essence and the beauty of everything.
I like that.
That's my British accent.
You not a fan?
I like it.
She capitalized. She knows that we Americans, for whatever reason, love a good British accent. You throw in a British accent, all of a sudden something sounds smarter. We automatically think it's better because of the accent. So she
only when it's coming from a black woman.
You know who got a good British accent though?
Who?
Daniel Kaluuya.
Hey, Charlamagne.
Yeah, he got a good British accent. Yeah, listen there, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta listen there, bro.
We gonna have to do one of
the Black Panther Possible Star Rainbow Coalition.
We gonna do this again. I live for the people because I love.
You see that movie, AB? You see it yet?
I have not seen it, so I
do
to see it. I need to see it.
I am a revolutionary.
I want to see that movie.
All right, we ain't
gonna ruin it for you. We ain't gonna ruin it for you, but
it's powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't even say my favorite. I'm giving my favorite feature to me is Fabulous. I don't know. The boys just
I don't fuck with Fabulous, man.
All right, this ain't got nothing to do with you.
I'm just saying I don't fuck with Fabulous. I don't fuck with Fabulous.
No, because I understand. Look, Jay-Z's feature was fire, but something about when Fab come in and just say whatever he say. What he say?
It was hard.
Do say that's the only time it's double crosses. I was like, that's kind of.
I'm gonna. So whenever Hove's on an album, I'm not gonna pick him because it's not fair.
It's almost like That's like when we say who's the greatest. If you don't say Hov, it's just because he's on another echelon.
Yeah.
Like,
so we all know Hov had the best feature. We all know. But if I had to pick a strong second, I'm gonna pick Drake. Just because I like Drake's verse.
You see how we stay quiet? You see
I like Drake's verse. I remember it. If I can remember the lyrics of a verse, I know it sticks with me.
Say the
No,
lyrics,
don't ask me
DJ.
right now. Don't ask me right now. Don't ask me right now. Why would you do that? You know, I wasn't bluffing. I gotta hear the song too. I can't just like say burn it out the top of my head.
I think P&B Rock got a strong second.
P&B Rock.
You know you baby.
He's shaped like a lollipop.
He's skinny. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, big ass heavy basket.
But you come at that man like that, man.
You ain't gotta talk about him, bro. That's cold.
It's funny. I ain't never heard a P&B Rock song in my life. I just know he look like a lollipop.
He got a hit though. Every day we lit.
That's not him.
That's P&B Rock.
No, it's not. That's YFN Lucci.
No, it's not, bro. Oh, P&B Rock on the hook. I'm sorry. You're right. P&B Rock on the hook.
Yeah, I know my guys with interesting names.
You know, so your favorite rapper, mumble rapper?
Who's my favorite rapper?
Oh, I like that.
Meek Mill in the intro. Your favorite rapper's a mumble rapper. I was like, oh, that joke just hit. Everything else he said, I forgot it, but he just came out of cut. Your favorite rapper's a mumble rapper. I was like, oh, okay.
I think Drake had a good feature, man.
All right.
From his lyrics, everything surrounding that feature. It's just like, yeah, man. Everything that led to that feature is just like, it's amazing.
I hope we get some more Drake and Meek. I hope we get some more. I would love to see them do a collab, but just a collab project, almost on some. Wait, is that a thing? Almost on some
Drake and Future.
Yeah, but I think a Drake and Meek would be even harder. I don't know. I don't know how would that sound for like 8, 10 songs.
Just give me one.
You just
want
an
album.
I don't know about
that'd be exhausting. I feel like they don't got much to talk about with each other. They don't really.
I feel like it'd be forced.
Yeah, they don't really have the same friend group, per se.
Okay. That'd be a business move. I feel like a real strong business move, like image thing. Like, all right, we're gonna do this, and like,
Drake's worried about his heated driveway, and Meek's just worried about not going back to jail. They're not thinking about the same things.
Hey, you ain't lying. You're not lying. I didn't realize because Future and Drake is like both like toxic kings. So when they came together, it was like, oh, we got something to talk about. Drake and Meek, that's different.
Like Drake a sex symbol for women.
Meek got a sex symbol.
I don't know. I don't think.
When I go to Philly, I mean, if you say Meek, oh my goodness, Meek Mill, you be like, I just said his name.
Hero though, that's why Drake is different.
Yeah, it's
Drake,
a hometown. Yeah.
I saw Meek at the I was at family reunion, and we were driving to the store, corner store, about to pick up the food, and this other family reunion. These niggas wearing all white. I look over, Meek holding the baby. Meek Mill's holding a baby.
Wait. You telling me you was at a family reunion and ran into another family reunion?
I forget the name of the park in Philly. So y'all, my Philly people forgive me, but it's just this huge park.
Imagine you go to the wrong family reunion.
You could go to the wrong, but it's a big old park, and like we was just in this little corner, and then I drive over, like they got like this whole like staircase. Everybody wearing white. I look over to the right. My brother's like, yo, that's Meek. And I was like, oh, snap. And then my guy says to go, is that Meek? Oh my goodness. I just drove off on her. I was like, yo, I am not about to get in that man's business. Not in Philly. I ain't saying nothing. Oh my
That's hilarious.
All right. Favorite song on the project.
See, this is where I'm talking about. I'm different. So like, I don't know if I got one favorite track.
That's fine. Give me top 3, top whatever you want.
So, like, yeah, like when I'm working out, I like to listen to Championship. Like, I know it may sound cliche, but absolutely.
That joint go hard.
Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm just cruising in the car, that's when you listen to more like Trauma and What's Free and shit, because it's all deep inside. When you like clapping, you at a party, you want to hear Uptown. I don't know if I don't have like one single song. These songs are like more for like this mood, this situation.
Yeah, it's versatile. The album is very versatile. I give him that one.
It is. I was gonna say I feel like this was like a good. I feel like this was like a complete project. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's what he was going for. He was trying to come up with a complete project. Like you got a song for this, you got songs for this mood or whatever situation, songs for this, and that's why he has so many different features. Because again, you going from Jay-Z to PB and PB Rock, and then you got Anuel on there. So I feel like he was like packaged.
What you thinking, Jay?
Oodles and noodles.
Oodles
and noodles.
I straight up, I with you on that one. Oodles and noodles, babies. That joint hit different, man. That joint hit different.
That's on my workout playlist. That song come on, it just got me bobbing my head like I'm ready to go in.
Yeah, it's between Oodles and noodles and Respect the Game.
I like Respect the Game.
You know what's dope about that song and just about the sample? That's the Dead President sample. Jay-Z got it set up. Once he bought that sample, he like something in his clause. He let any hip hop artist use that sample for free.
That's dope.
Yeah, because I know like Nip used it, and
I love a good song that gives you a list of rules.
Very true.
Like if you get a song that has like a good list of rules, it's like
very true.
I like a good song that gives you a list of rules, like the 10 Crack Commandments.
Yeah,
this one I can't think of any other ones right now. But
what was the? Let me look this joint up real quick, because rule number 1: never count your homies' pockets thinking you deserve it. That's. I think we talked about that earlier. Don't count your homies' pockets. Which I really can't stand, because I'm a very cheap nigga. So when somebody tell me I could afford it, I'm like, how do you know? Who you
just
think
because
you
know how much I make doesn't mean I can afford it.
Right.
Looking at that friend, like, yo, you be looking a little bit too close when I'm logging on to my bank account.
Like, nah, bro. You gotta relax. Rule number 2: never trust a bitch that'll fuck you for some purses. Which is tragic anyway. I think women gotta use women gotta use you better if you just fucking there for some purses.
Use their vaginal temple.
Yeah.
Wait.
Ooh, that is
use their vaginal temple in a more responsible manner.
That is such a great. Thank you, Jay, for translating for me. Use your vaginal temple in a more responsible. Get a business off of your vaginal temple.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna do that, you gotta get something. Like now, this is part of like a gift basket type thing. Like you get multiple things, and the purse just happens to be in there, then fine. But if it was just for the purse, you could do a little better.
Don't just take me out.
Give me a painting.
You can't just take me out.
Give me an expensive painting that I can sell worth like 10 mil.
Your vaginal temple is a very powerful instrument. It's just like, don't just use it.
It's a whole temple.
A short-term gain. That is long-term greatness.
Exactly.
But I'm just a nigga.
I ain't gonna tell you how to use your vaginal temple, ladies. But sometimes you just gotta use it more responsible.
The championship.
Like, don't do it for a couple purses.
Temple.
Maybe do it for a car so you're able to get back and forth to work.
If the nigga got the money.
I mean, even if the nigga they got the money, but you can still make the payments. Get the car. Anyways, what's the next rule?
All right. Save you some of that money. Shit, you better stop splurging. Amen. Shout out to all my niggas.
That's the shit we need to focus on too.
Shout out to my niggas putting that 10% away. You know what I'm saying? Saving money is
to your savings every week.
It's a real thing, man. not only saving, you know, we talk about a lot, saving, investing, actually being smart with it. The splurge that's really for them young niggas, man.
Let's just say, thank God I have a savings account, because if I didn't,
They've been gone.
I
When last
wouldn't.
time,
I would.
Alex, when the last time you splurged, bro?
Splurge? You mean like just blew my money on mad shit? The last time I splurged, I'm trying to think. Because like lately, I feel like the adult life has been hitting me hard, like for a while. So like I feel like I haven't splurged in a minute. Like, yeah, I bought something the other day. You know what I mean? Like nothing crazy. I didn't feel like that's splurging. I bought some sneakers. I don't call that splurging. I feel like splurging is like when you going big. And you kind of down a lot of things. I have not splurged in a while. Dude. It's been a while. Because for real, right now, adult life is we right here. Like I'm holding on to what up. And like bills, shit about unexpected expenses. That's the one.
The unexpected is what gets me.
That's the one that hurts. That's when you just want to turn back like the hands of time and just go back to being in college. Like
I just had to drop $800 on my car.
Bruh.
I still gotta get my bumper fixed.
Me too.
I got an account just for my car. I don't even play with that.
Nah, I got an account for my car too, but let me just tell you, bro, I almost died this past week.
Speak on
what?
I'm gonna talk about this again in the beginning of the episode, but I'm gonna tell us this is the rehash of the story. So I went up to Maine with the missus for Valentine's Day. Stayed a couple days up there. On our way home, which is a 2-hour and 15-minute drive for me, I had no brakes.
Whoa.
My brakes went out.
For the whole ride, or like when did you realize?
For the whole ride, I had no brakes from Maine to my house.
How did you stop? You put on the emergency?
So my emergency brake, since I got a truck, it's not in the middle. It's like one of them foot things. You got to push down. If you put that on, you ain't moving. So what I did was I had a little bit of brake in there. I had to push it all the way down to the bottom. So what I did is I stayed on the highway as long as I possibly could, and I went the actual speed limit. If it said 65, I was going 65. If it said 55, I'm going 55. So when I got on the highway, it was easy because I literally just had to maintain my speed. I didn't have to brake. I didn't have to stop or brake or nothing. But once we started getting closer to the city and I had to stop at lights, I was like I was pushing and sitting back. I was like
right there. You over there shooting craps with your see if they work this time. Yo,
I had no brakes.
Did Jada know?
I was about to say, did she know?
Yeah. Well, I told her. I said to her, I was like, "We're not going to go pick up the cat right now. We're gonna just go straight to the shop when we get home." And she was like, "How come?" My brakes still acting up, girl. My brakes acting up. She could see it in my face. I wasn't gonna say it. And then when we got home, I said to her, "Well, no, not when we got. We had to go through a toll." I stopped. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going in the easy pass."
Wow. You get that
went
bill.
to the easy pass. She was looking at me, and then I was like, I still had to slow down for the easy pass. So I'm putting the brake on, and she was like, "Why aren't you braking?" I was like, "I am." I started going slower and slower. And she's like, "Why are you taking so long to brake?" I was like, "We don't have any brakes." She was like, "What?" I said, nah, we got brakes. You just got to push down real hard.
They just
That's
real.
Wild.
Wow, that's crazy.
When I got to the shop, the guy was like, "Oh, how'd you get it here?" He thought I just drove it down the street because that's where the shop is. I was like, "Oh, no, I was driving home from Maine." He was like, "From where?" He's like, "How'd you get it?" I was like, "By the grace of God."
Jesus take the wheel.
The nigga almost crashed it himself, put it into the thing because there was no brakes.
Oh, that's scary, man.
I'm glad you survived.
And then I found out that one of my tires was about to fall off too.
Well,
yeah,
that is rough, but I'm glad you're here to tell the story. That could have went
them unexpected expenses, bro.
Yeah. Save your money, people. Oh my goodness. No, I say oodles and noodles too. All right. Damn, that's crazy, bro. You wild. You a smart nigga for getting home, being able to figure it out, but you wild.
Oh.
You wild for that one.
Hey, all I gotta say is when it comes to driving, I'm the one.
Yeah, more respect to you. Hey man,
Shoot.
worst song. Wait, I ain't talking about my splurge. Last time I splurged, I was at a strip club. I ain't gonna lie, I was in Atlanta. With the Follies. And shout out to PJ, man. It was just one of those experiences. I got like 150, 200 in singles.
I want to go to his bachelor party.
You can run through singles real quick. Let's just say that. See the
30 got
problem? So here's the thing, what I learned, bro. The stage girls, like, there's really no need to blow the money on the stage girls. They gonna dance regardless.
Yeah.
It just depends. Do you want them to dance right in front of you? Like, I'm cool with watching from afar. It's just all about. So
don't touch me. If I'm in a strip club, don't touch me, stripper. Just do your dance.
All right, back when I did this, you could have touched me. I was like, I'm here for the lap dance. You just be like, yo, just come back later. I got you. And then that's the better experience to just next thing you know, you ain't got no money. And then when you in the strip club, like the bartender want hella tips. Like if you order some wings, I ordered some lemon pepper wings in the strip club. I had to get that. And then the waitress was like, she gave me the wings. I was like, thanks. And then she just stood next to me. I was like, dang.
She was like, yeah, this ain't come free.
I need this tip. And then my boy got me real messed up. So I ended up like going to the ATM in the strip club.
Oh, bruh. I can only imagine the fee in there.
$10.
I heard that's a bad move.
$10 ATM charge, but I was so drunk. I was just so like happy to be in there. Like, whatever.
That's like going to the ATM in the casino.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It's
man. Okay. I don't like strip clubs. They're
disgusting. It was fun though. Yeah. See, you ain't been to strip club in Atlanta.
Nah, see, here's the thing.
I ain't never been to a strip club yet, but I be hearing that Atlanta is a different experience. Like you gotta
it was. I mean, because Jay and I went to strip club in New Hampshire. That was terrible.
Nah. See, I knew that was terrible. And I understand I know what the strip clubs look like. I see some videos, right? I just don't want them to touch me. I think it's disgusting they touch me if they don't wash their hands or wipe down something. Because I'll never forget the day we went to the strip club in New Hampshire and that stripper rubbed her face in some dude's titties who was sitting next to me. He had a greasy ass face and tried to come to me with her greasy ass titties after this nigga's face.
Was I sitting next to you?
I didn't want to say.
That was me. That was me. That greasy face nigga, that was me.
And
I was trying to keep it on the low for you, bro.
I was trying not to say nothing.
Appreciate
but
you,
she tried to rub her damn titties in my face, and my man's face was mad greasy that day. The only reason I knew your face was greasy because I was looking at it when you was getting them titties rubbed in. I was like, damn, Tyler's face pretty damn greasy today. And then you try to do the same shit to me for $1. And I was like, you get that some greasy titties away from me, you harlot.
Yeah, them New Hampshire girls was like, it's amazing what they did for $1. I was like, that's it. I just got $1 now.
I only imagine you give them 10.
Oh,
yo, business probably ain't booming for them like it is in Atlanta, so they got shit.
Yeah,
it's like I gotta get this bread.
They take what they can get. Shout out to the strippers in New Hampshire, in Atlanta, mostly Atlanta. All right, worst song.
What's the worst song?
I don't know if I have a worst song.
Uptown Vibes.
Bro, why are you hating on Uptown Vibes?
I don't like the beat. I don't like Fabulous. I don't know what Anuel's saying, and that's about it.
Wow,
that's crazy, bro.
That's
I don't like Fabulous. He hits women. The beat is mediocre at best. and I got sick of it. And I don't know anyone else saying I respect it because good for him for being put on. I appreciate him being put on because after that I started seeing him everywhere, which is dope. Them, my Hispanic rappers do their thing, Bad Bunny and them. But nah, that song didn't do it for me.
That's tragic. I'm gonna go with Tic Tac Toe as I stated in the beginning.
Oh yeah, fuck Kodak Black too.
What you got against Kodak?
He a rapist.
Allegedly. Stop just putting these accusations.
The nigga was in jail.
Hey, you listen. The black community gotta stop doing this, man. Cause dude,
nah, fuck that nigga. That nigga done did it.
Yeah, but at least wait till was he proven guilty?
Yeah, the nigga went to jail for it.
All right. Yeah, we can't do nothing about that.
Why do you think he was in jail?
I'm sorry,
he was
Kodak.
on probation from the rape.
Kodak. Hey, look.
He was on probation for the rape. That's why he was in jail, because the nigga wanted to get guns while he on probation for his rape charge.
Look, here's my thing though, bro. I didn't see it. It's allegedly to me.
Hey, nah. We don't play around. We don't play with around.
I'm not playing around with nobody, but I'm not about to be the judge.
I know the nigga did it. You can tell by the nigga's eyes. He got crazy eyes.
I'm not about to
be the nigga with eyes like that. You can't trust the nigga with eyes like that.
I can't be the nigga that's throwing judgment because I know I ain't shit.
You can't trust the man whose eyes look like they dead on the inside.
Hey, look, the Florida boys built different, man. That's all you got.
Exactly.
The Florida boys built different. All right, Alex. Do you have a worse? If you don't, I respect it.
Hey, man, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it would probably have to be that too, because I really don't even like. I can't even recall really listening to that track start to finish. I think I always end up skipping over. For real,
all right. So our three kings here on the podcast, of course, is Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. Of course, Drake's already on the album, so we can skip him. So where would you put Kendrick or Cole in the project?
Ooh. So I feel like J. Cole would definitely be on the What's Food track.
Most definitely.
Sure. Like that's my style of like
take out Rose.
No, honestly, if you did that, and respect to Rose, but if you did that, you have a whole nother type of track. Like that thing goes down as like some like we talking about that track a lot more.
Oh yeah,
I could bet money on that. We talking about that track way more because now you're getting three different perspectives on like the deeper things and the shit we going through. Three people. You talk about Meek, who like is like openly living it and like you talking about Jay, who like when he gets on and talks about it, like he can still talk about. Yeah, he can still talk about being in the project like it was yesterday. You can hear it like when he talks about it, like the realness. And then J. Cole, man, he's just on another different level about the consciousness. Man, that song might win it.
Has Cole and Meek ever collab?
I don't think so.
Well, actually, I was gonna say I don't think.
Actually, did they have a song on one of the self-made MMG self-made albums? It was Wale, Meek. I think it was Wale, Meek, and Cole. It was called. What was it called? The song, I gotta look it up. But it was on one of the self-made albums, the MMG self-made albums. I'm gonna look it up real quick. But but while I'm looking it up, I think Cole could have been good on What's Free as well. That's my pick. That was my pick for
Yeah, I like that. I think I'm gonna agree with y'all. Actually, let me not do that. I'm gonna put Cole on championships. Put Cole on championships.
Ooh, Cole on championships. I like it.
I would like to hear Kendrick on Oodles and Noodles Babies.
I was thinking Kendrick for Oodles Noodles with myself.
Because that remind me a lot of like the Good Kid, Mad City feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back like that remind me of Cartoons and Cereal. It's almost the same song for real. Cartoons and Cereal, Oodles and Noodles Baby. So that's why I'm putting that. Hell yeah. So where you putting Kendrick, Alex?
I'd probably put Kendrick on Drama. If not, Oodles and Noodles and Drama.
Ooh, Drama. I like that. That's a good one.
I feel like you can talk deep, get deep into that. another one, you know.
We need more collabs like the greats, just working with the greats. I just hate we don't get that enough.
Agreed.
It's always like a young nigga with a legend. I understand you putting them on, but like we just need more greatness together. It just don't happen.
Black Grammys. That's the song.
Black Grammys. Oh, you right. You definitely right about that. I ain't heard that in a minute.
Neither have I.
I ain't heard that in a minute.
That's when they still had Rocky Fresh signed to them.
All right, man. We gonna finish up the episode, man. We're gonna take it to the register. Alex, man, this is your chance to, speak on the episode, speak on the podcast, anything you want to promote. Like the floor is yours, man.
Now, well, one again, thank y'all for having me. Start off with love seeing, my people, my boy Jalen, you love seeing you guys do your thing, man. Podcasts aren't easy to keep up with, man. You gotta be real consistent. You guys have been consistent, so I'll give you that. Y'all been max since the jump, like putting out something every single week, like without a beat.
Episode 23.
Yeah, and that's good. And I like like that just kind of openness to it too. Like the conversation just kind of flows and goes into different things, and which is what I like, because a lot of times that's what it is. Like you end up talking about, we start off talking about the album, but when you get into it, it leads into something else, and it triggers, a whole nother thought and a whole nother category, all that. So I like that too. So again, yeah, thanks for having me. In terms of me, what's going on right now, man? Hey, look, 2021. I know it's COVID going on, but we still trying to make things happen out here. You know what I mean? I'm fighting. So yeah, right now there's not a lot of local stuff in Massachusetts, because Massachusetts is real strict. So right now, me and my team, we're looking, outside of Massachusetts, traveling to other places to hopefully get some fights. Obviously, we still go through, the necessary procedures of getting tested, this and the next, making sure we're safe. But, we just realized that, hey, COVID doesn't necessarily have to stop it. You got to be diligent and aware of what you're doing and about, the people you're around. And we try to be real disciplined with that. But we realized, like, hey, we can still make this happen. So we still been training, still getting ready. My team right now has got there's a tournament March 18th, like that weekend, Myrtle Beach. So they going out for that. We got like 3-4 guys getting ready for that. So, we're all going to go support. So if you, by supporting, just meaning like, if you see anything, if you see me post anything and you rocking with it, hit that like or hit that repost, tell somebody about it. I appreciate it. So follow me on the gram, Ace Brown 116. Yeah, man, and be on the lookout. I'm always posting, especially when I have fights, I'll be posting about it. So you're definitely here, you know what I mean? Hopefully I got something coming up in April, you know what I mean? USMTOs in Phoenix. So we trying to make that happen.
Word.
That's what's up. All right, Jay. Speak your piece, brother.
Another song that J. Cole and Meek was on together was called For the Cap, just so you know, For the Caps. There's 2 of them. I do it. But to get on, this is a great album. I listened to this album so much when it first came out. Like I kind of overplayed it. So this week when we had to listen to it, I was like, damn, it's another one of them albums where I already know every song like by heart. So like it's just the way the song's Trauma, What's Free, and the intro in itself is like, in Championships are just songs that like I feel like will be in the catalog when you look at Drake's, like, I mean, Meek Mill's essential playlist, like when they have the Meek Mill Essentials, them 3 songs gonna be on there forever. And it's just like this album in itself, like everything that encompassed it, coming around it, like when him getting out of jail, and then the album's called Championships. And it's just like, it's our 23rd episode. MJ, Championships. AB, he a fighter, he got a belt, Championships. So it's just like it all lined up perfectly for this one. And appreciate you, AB, for coming on. You my homeboy, first Black person I met at my job when I was working over there. When I first started over there, I was like, word. So
there's always that relief, that moment, like I ain't alone.
Yeah, I was like, thank you, Jesus. But yeah, man, appreciate you. I got you. I support you. I try to go all the fights I possibly can. But yeah, that's about it. You know, appreciate you coming on, man.
Good
This
looking,
album,
man.
especially for this one. This is a dope album. I had the idea the whole time to have you on for this one.
Yeah.
Glad.
Yeah, Jay definitely was like, yo, we gotta have this dude Alex, man. We gotta have him on for championships. I was like, all right, let's do it. And with all that Jalen said, this made perfect sense. Who knew this was gonna be episode 23? You know, I think, and we celebrated Jordan's birthday this week, right?
Oh,
Shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, the week this dropping, the week before was Jordan's birthday. But anyway,
okay.
either way, it's in that vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Man, this was a fun podcast. I definitely Alex definitely helped me appreciate this album more throughout the episode. Initially, my thoughts was that I thought it was too long. It had some great songs, but just because of the length, it was just like I just felt like he could have really honed in on like what he went through. But
Yeah.
you know, sometimes niggas
Got a
don't
lot
want
of
to think about that.
throwaways. Yeah.
Sometimes niggas don't want to think about that. You know what I'm saying? It was a real versatile project. I mean, some real hits on there. 24/7. Well, they were playing that for
Yeah.
a minute.
They sure was.
Dangerous was a hit. Dangerous
Yep.
was a serious hit. So who am I? You know, to talk about that, man? Like this man was real smart with it. And just shout out to Meek for one, just you know, just always getting back on his feet, man. You ain't never gonna that man will never stay
knock
down.
him down. Yeah.
Never stay down.
yeah.
He always
Knock
represents
him down 9, he gonna stand up 10.
shout out to Cardi. That man always gonna represent Philly
Oh, that's who
to
said
the
that.
yeah, Cardi said that.
Oh.
That man always gonna represent Philly to the fullest. So I respect and I appreciate that. And damn, I think that's it, fellas. Alex,
Yep.
man, thank you once again for coming on, taking the time out. You a real one.
Yeah.
Y'all, man, go support him. Whatever he up to, go support him. And to our listeners, man, you know, share this podcast, like it on YouTube.
Yeah. Subscribe, hit the notification bell,
subscribe
all
to the
them good
website.
stuff. Subscribe to the website. Follow us on IG. Follow
You
us
know
on
what
Instagram.
it is. Thank you all for listening. If you got this far, thank you again for listening. To our brothers out there, please make it home. And to our black women especially, we love you. It's the No Clearance Podcast. Peace.